Hey everyone, Tech here, and welcome to the start of our Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2. I've been kind of building up to this. I've done a whole series of tutorial videos, which I will link in the description below in case, say, a year from now you're finding this video and looking for information on how to play the game. This will not be the video for that. Well, it will in a way, because I tend to explain a lot of things as I play. So just naturally you'll pick up things, especially if you watch it full screen, like 720. You'll be able to read and see everything I'm doing. However, I have done a series of 7 videos that's kind of a basics, concepts, get going series. So be sure to check those out, and I will link them in the description. But however, this is the beginning of our Let's Play, and I'm gonna dive into it. And one disclaimer, I guess you'd call it, ahead of time, is the way I do Let's Plays, for those that aren't real familiar with my channel, is I do them straight up. I don't cheat like a lot of people where they record, a bunch of episodes in advance, and then if something goes wrong, that way they can kind of go back and not post those and do it off of a save or something. I'm just going to play it straight out, so I'm not going to be reloading off of any saves or anything like that. I mean, I could end up failing horribly and being wiped out in 5 episodes, and if that happens, oh well, we'll start another one. So that's basically how I roll on this Let's Play. So let's get started here. And one thing I'll say off the bat is I was considering starting with a king, but I had a lot of people who said, you shouldn't start with kings, because that way you can show more on how you're taking over things. Some people said I should start off somewhere over in England, but I don't really want to get into that mess at the beginning of the game. So I am going to start with a duke instead. And what I think I'm going to do, another reason I'm not going to start over in, like, say, England or France, or even over here in the Spain area, is because I'm sure, a couple months from now, if they're not already up, people are going to do Let's Plays on France and England. It's guaranteed. They're going to do them. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to start off as this duke over here in Slavonia, which I guess that's part of Croatia, right here below Hungary. And this could be a tricky setup for me, because I'm going to start off as a duke here of this area, and you're kind of nestled in between here, the big Byzantine Empire, on the east side of me. On the west side I have the Holy Roman Empire, and I have Hungary sitting right above me. And I'm not even the king, I'm just a duke. So things could get kind of sketchy pretty quick, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to start with this guy because it looks like I start with 3 counties, so kind of get a nice little piece to start with, and then see if I can hammer out beating, taking over my own country, and then just kind of go from there. So that's where we're starting. We're going to be Duke Dimitar I Zvonemir of Slavonia. And I butchered that all to hell in 3 ways back, but oh well. So let's get on in here and see what's happening. The music is so great on this game. It just really fires you up. Alright. Now, I will apologize that probably this whole first video is probably going to encompass about 3 months of game time, because I tend to want to do a lot of setup stuff here in the beginning. So, anyway, here we are. We have our 3 areas right here. Pick an ambition's the first thing we got to do there. It's the only notification we have, which is a good sign. They're not throwing too much at us. What is going on here? I'm married, but she's 14 years old. Ah, Duke. Duke. What are you doing to me? Alright, so, and I have no children heirs, so that's going to have to get sold. Who is her guardian? My steward is her guardian. Charitable, zealous, kind, lustful. Well, maybe she'll inherit the fertility trait out of lustful. I guess that's kind of good. Interesting. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to survive a couple years until she gives me some children, hopefully. Boy, I need to get a son heir. I mean, look at this. Look at this start here. All my grandparents and parents are all dead. I have no children and no siblings. Score! I don't have anybody to try to impress. Okay, my vassals, my opinion with all my vassals is positive. I guess that's a good sign. My stats, yeah. Let's get in here and look at the council real quick. Well, not terrible. Our lowest is our spy master at 11. I mean, it could be a lot worse, so that's not as bad as it could have been. Do we have any other spy masters that could be any better? Oh, banging with that 6, I would take that as a no. So we're probably going to need to invite some people to court at some point, or maybe try to look at some of these, my neighbors' areas. Let's go in here and take a look real quick. If we search the realm, see, if you search vassals, that's only my counties, but if I search realm, that should get everybody. And let's see, here's some let's check intrigue, see if there's anybody available. Maybe I can invite to court or something. Okay, what's up with her? She's at 18. Okay, this guy's the king. I don't guess he wants to be my spy master. That would probably not work out very well. That's the spy master for somebody else. Velgia over there. What have we got here? This guy's a 13. He's the spy master of Zadar, which is down there. And Chancellor. Yep, so there isn't any options except this chick here. Let's click on her and see what's going on. Invite to court? No, she will not come to my court. Where is she at? Veglia, over there. Well, she doesn't have high opinion of her guy. Boy, that intrigue score is nice, though. I wonder if I was to send her a gift eventually, if I could get her to come then. That sounded suggestive, I know. Don't know if I'm gonna drop 20 gold on that right this second. Let's just let that sit for a few minutes. Okay, ambitions. Let's go take a look and see what kind of options we have here. See, the princess dead. No. Wealth, paragon of virtue, exalted, have a daughter, have a son. Okay, how old are we here? 36. That's not bad for some of these. 1,000 prestige. I just don't think I could get to 1,000 as a duke before he dies. Even the piety and the wealth, I could probably get to the wealth if I really penny pinch, but let's just go with the son thing. We need a son anyway. So let's just go with that one. That sounds good. And let's see, how much is it going to be for me to get a noble to court? 6 gold. Let's do that and see if maybe we get lucky on who we invite to court real quick. Who was it we invited? I don't know if I gotta play it for a day to get... Pause it real quick here in a second. I didn't take note of the name of the person. Must have been this guy, though. Well, actually, let's look at our... Search our vassals. That's the Chancellor. actually didn't see the name of the guy that I invited. That's a bad fault on me. Was it this? It must have been this guy. Let's go back and take a look at that again real quick. Invite a noble to court. Seslav. That's only 4. Seslav. So let's go back and look now. I'm sure somebody can tell me an easy way to look at that in the log, but I just didn't see. There's... It should say down here, someone came to court, shouldn't it? Doesn't say. Seslav is who we invited to court. Seslav right here. So he's, I mean, no better than who we already have. Alright. We'll mess with that again in a little. We'll take a look again and go through those in a minute. Let's, so our vassals are all pretty happy with us overall. Yep, that looks good. We're not getting taxes from a couple of our bishops. Yep, we're low on all of them. This guy here, my court chaplain, we're pretty close, so I could work on him a little bit, and that would help. And we could send him to one of these guys, Bishop of Sisak. I think that's that one there, right? So, court chaplain, let's improve relations and send him there. Maybe that'll work on my relations with him and the other bishop. So kind of get that going at the same time there. We'll come back to him in a second. Who's this boob over here? 0. Okay. So, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so these are my 3. Let's... relations thing here. Okay. Alright, so basically what we have going on is these 3 green ones are mine. This one here is a blood relation, my kinsman, who's in control of that one. We have Numbnuts here in charge of that one. This guy, Duke Budek. And then these 4 are the king. So I can kind of see where I'm wanting to go with this, I think. The king has these 4. I have these 3. There's 3 that are solo ruled. So I need to take one of them and start getting my power level equal to the king. So Arama here is going to be my target. This guy, I do not have any way to go to war with him yet, but we will work on that. That is going to be our first target, I believe. I should be able to, if I can get a claim against him, I should be able to go to war with him without the king having an issue with it. See, he only has an 8 opinion of that guy, whereas me, he has a 25 opinion of me. So what that means, if I'm right on this, and I'm fairly sure that I am, and some of this has to do with the law setup too, which I really haven't looked at, but he likes me more than he likes this guy. So if I can falsify some claims and go to war, the king won't interfere and he'll let me put a beat down on old boy. So that's what we're going to do. So let's send our guy to fabricate some claims over here. Get him to work on that. Let's get our marshal to research some military tech. Let's look at our tech ratings here. 743, 555, 546. Well, that's kind of my capital. Um... Duchy, county, county, county. Duchy of Slavonia. I mean, this has a 743,555. Well, I guess, yeah, if you average it out, but... Alright, let's research military tech here. Let's research economy tech here. And... let's see. Let's build a spy network on Rima too. Get that happening. Let's pull this out so we can see. Alright, we can see all our guys are busy. And we can see our income there. Alright, we're kind of getting there. Messages, yep. Alright, so we kind of got that all going. What else? Court, do we have any court problems? This dude here is a -1, but I'm not really that concerned about it. Do I have actually as a duke? Here's one question. As a duke, am I able to, let's see here. Like this guy here, my court chaplain. Okay, I do have a few honor and handout. That could be useful to hurry up and get him liking me more than the Pope. We'll let it go a couple turns before I start burning any of those, I guess, though. So, okay, I think that's... What else? Do we need to touch anything else? We got all of that set. How's our military? Alright, so we can pull about... almost 800. Which is going to be nowhere near what he's going to be able to pull when we finally have a throwdown with him. I mean, he'll only be able to pull not even half that. So let's go ahead and get the clock a-cooking. I've decided to institute the absolute crown authority law in the Byzantine Empire. Since this is a crown law and you are a formal elector of the Byzantine Empire, you may vote even though you are not my vassal yet. Yeah. We're going to ignore that.